So if we're getting ready to work in Adobe After Effects, there's a really complicated program ahead of you that you'll get to learn about. There's a few things I always like to tell everyone to do at the beginning. So these are my basic suggestions for setting up your workspace and setting up your file organization system. Adobe After Effects is what I call a linking program, which means you're linking from the piece of software and the algorithm and sort of math code that's in there out to other items like video footage or footage that you are getting your hands on from like cut up pieces of art or any of that kind of stuff, photographic information. So it's linking, it's not actually placing them in there. So it means that you can't go building your file and then moving things around afterwards without breaking the links. So what I always suggest everyone do is, this is for advice for folks who are working in like a shared computer lab or a workspace someplace. If you're going back and forth from like your computer to a different computer and different kinds of software are available there, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get yourself a thumb drive of some sort or a USB, portable hard drive of some sort. And you're going to want to go ahead and just have that with you and use that to port your projects back and forth. So if I again open up this one that I have here, I've got a couple other projects in there, but I would go ahead and create a whole folder that I would call After Effects. Hope if I could spell. All right, so and then that way I have this folder on that portable hard drive that I can then take wherever I'd like to. And then within that folder, I would go ahead and create another folder that I would call, something that'll help you remember, like, whatever you're using to sort of help you remember that this is where you're stashing your images. So once you've done that, once you've got that all set up, then I would just say go ahead and grab whatever imagery you're planning on using, video files, anything like that that you're planning on using in your project, and just drag that into your jump drive so that you're copying that over into it. And you always want to keep all of your assets, the raw assets that you're going to play around with, you want to keep them here so that you can find them and that they're not going to get links broken. If you link from willy-nilly from all these different folders and different unorganized places on your computer, when you go to move to a different one, you're going to break the links and your project isn't going to work, and it's going to be really frustrating. So you want to go ahead and get all that set up first with your file organization. If you can, try to name things in a way that helps you keep track of them. If you just have like kind of random generated numbers and letters in there, it's going to be you're never going to remember what you're looking at. So you want to go ahead and do all of those things first, and then you can go ahead and you can open up Adobe After Effects. So if you open up After Effects now, yours will look a little different than this because I've already got a project started up here, but you would go to File, New, and you would just say New Project. And it just give you something blank, kind of like this. And so then at that point, you can go ahead and go File, and go to Save As here. You can see we're going to go ahead and Save As, and we want to save our Adobe project in your thumb drive. So again, however you navigate that on your computer, go find it. Here it is in my thumb drive. I'm going to go to After Effects, and I'm just going to call this demo project. And then I usually use like some numbers. Sometimes I put a date in there, like just so I can remember. You'll see what I mean after you have a few things built up. So go ahead and click Save. And now if you go back to your thumb drive, you'll see that, okay, I have all of my art assets here. I have my file I'm actually working from here. All of it is on this thumb drive, and I'm able to take this anywhere now. So if I close this, if I quit After Effects and went someplace else and I went ahead and opened up this project, if I double click it, it'll open it up there. You don't want to save these things on the cloud or into the Adobe sort of creative file management system unless you really know what you're doing and you're able to like access these things all the time. If not, this is a really nice foolproof way to do it. So then I could take this thumb drive and I can go anywhere I want with it. I can take it to my uncle's house and work on it there if he has a computer with the software on it. The other thing that you're going to want to watch out for would be, I always tell everyone, take this thumb drive and back it up like once a day. Back it up to a like a Dropbox system that you might have, or a Google Drive. Drop it, back it up to a different computer or a different hard drive. Like, just back this little thumb drive up all the time, so that way, if and when you lose that thumb drive, you don't lose the whole project and everything you've been doing on it. That's the biggest disaster that can happen to someone in this kind of work, is when you have been cranking away and making a lot of things, and all of a sudden all your files are gone and someone stole your thumb drive or you lost it someplace. So back it up. That's your responsibility. Make sure that you're taking yourself seriously as an artist and doing the steps that you need to make sure that you can keep your work organized and know where it is at all times. Then you should be ready to go ahead and actually get started in After Effects and get to work.